Alright, welcome back to Super Ultra Budget Magic Online. Playing some Modern today with my Trinket Trophy Treasure deck. Looks like I'm going first. A couple of lands, and I've got something to do with my first turn. A couple of Renowned Weaponsmiths. Those can wrap me into the Mindslaver, so I can definitely keep this hand. Starting to wonder if there are some lessons I could learn for this deck from the blue Tron decks that have been around. This deck allows me to play some very large, big stuff with just blue. So I will go ahead and play land and a Renegade map. Pass turn. My opponent went ahead and mulliganed right down to 4 cards. As much as I hate mulliganing, I wonder what kind of deck they're playing. Looks like I may be against another something to control-y, which I expect to struggle with. Here's the land. I will sack the map for more land. And I'll go ahead and put out a Renowned Weaponsmith, just to get my opponent scratching their head. Search for Azcanta, sweet new card. Let's go get myself an extra planar lens. Can't quite afford to cast that with my Renowned Weaponsmith. So we'll go ahead and swing with my Weaponsmith. Swinging for 1. Run away. Another Renegade map. Good with that. This one and this one for an extra planar lens. Which 3 mana should I use? The only 3 I tapped. I'm not sure why it asks me that. Yes, I would like to use this ability. And so now, got 6, I can cast the Mindslaver or everything else. It's a Trinket Mage, so I'm going to go get a Wayfarer's Bauble with this. Gives me some pretty significant ramping. Hello. There it is. Figure I'd surprise my opponent with the Mindslaver. On a turn where I can just come out and play it and use it all together. With no blockers, I might as well swing with my Trophy Mage. One big advantage that I do have with the control decks is that they don't have any idea what they're up against, with this being a new deck and all. And it's not necessarily the traditional kind of deck. This one does some unique things. Alright, so I guess my opponent knows that I have Mindslaver now. Will want to take the Renowned Weaponsmith or the Renegade map. They can't take the Mindslaver with their Inquisition though. And they don't have any black mana, so two, three, 6, good. This is the player that I would like to control. I'll pay 4. Alright, I've never gotten to play one of these before. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. Place your triggered abilities on the stack. Supreme Verdict. Gotta look at what Supreme Verdict even does into your graveyard. I don't think I want to face a Supreme Verdict since I've already got my opponent down to 10 life. I'd rather that than a Gideon, though. Okay. Activate abilities. Swamp. Thoughtseize. Choose a target player. This one, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Discard a non-land card. Gideon, yes. And can't cast that one. So guess we'll pass the turn. Main phase. Free combat. It's back to my turn. And I know what my opponent's got. You'll never guess what I've got. Let's go ahead and swing in. Boom, boom. So the Renegade map ended up being very profitable. Or the, what did I say? The Mindslaver ended up being very profitable. That was really nice to be able to make my opponent use a Thoughtseize on themselves and dump Gideon. It's the only big artifact that I've seen so far. We'll go ahead and sideboard. I've seen Gideon. It's not going to help. Negate definitely could work. So I'm going to go ahead with that. My opponent doesn't have a whole lot of permanence, so I don't think the Ward of Bones is going to do much for me. Duplicate. I haven't seen any creatures from my opponent yet, so I am actually going to dump that. Mycosynth Lattice, I could still potentially steal all of my opponent's lands, so that's kind of cool. So the other one that I'm going to drop will be a Trinket Mage. And a second Trinket Mage. We'll try that. Double check and make sure I'm recording while we're here. That looks good. Okay, I've got plenty of land to start. I've got a trophy mage, so I can go get an extra planar lens. I can keep this. Oh, show. Trinket, trophy, treasure. I mix them all up. Come on. Good. A fatal push on my weaponsmith. Guess that's as good as anything you can kill with a fatal push in my deck. Prevents me with utilizing it to help myself ramp. Target opponent reveals his hand. You choose an instant. It's a very specific instant or sorcery card from it. Well, at least he saw my hard hand. I did board in some instants, otherwise I don't have any in this deck. Whole bunch of permanents. Now I've got one. You missed your shot, buddy. Yes, I do want to use the ability. Alright, go on, Ricket. Gideon of the Trials. Okay. Huh. If I put out a Memnarch and steal his Gideon, I'm sure that my opponent would be upset. Plus, it would be hilarious. It almost seems like kind of a Gideon tribal kind of thing. Which I hadn't necessarily expected. We'll take away a tapped land. Okay. And I'll put out another weaponsmith. Ooh. Maybe I should have waited been ready to negate my opponent's next turn. Oh well. I assume that he'll take the treasure mage. He may want to take a negate. I hope he's sweating just seeing that Mindslaver back there. No. Oh, yeah, he can take the Mindslaver because that's a Thoughtseize, not an Inquisition. Like I was thinking. An indestructible 4/4. I will take it. Alright. Let's make this interesting, shall we? Shall we? Yes, I do want to use this ability. And then mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't afford. I can't afford. I will. This one, tap. I will attack Trinket. Esper. So, unless my opponent has an answer, I'm hoping to go ahead and steal Gideon. Which should be awesome. That way I can't afford to counter. Oh! Target non-land permanent. That takes care of the Memnarch, and I can't afford to counter it. Oh. So much for my fun. Oh well. It was worth a shot. What game are we on? Is this game 1 or game 2? There's more land. So now I don't have anything to steal his Gideon with, so I can attack it, or I can attack my opponent. Which one will it be? It's only preventing a couple damage at a time, but it can swing directly at me as well. I will swing at Gideon now that I can't have Gideon. Oh, I can afford to negate stuff, so spells, activate abilities. Alright, try to cast something good for me to counter. It would have been so perfect if I just stole Gideon with my Mimlark. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yes, I want to empty the mana pool. It's okay. I want to attack Gideon with both of these. Not sure how much it costs to animate a tar pit. 2, that is enough to kill off a Snapcaster. That is a creature spell, so I cannot counter the Snapcaster Mage. Mr. Snaps. Oh. I actually should have countered the push. Oh well. It is a loss. It's not that huge of a loss. Thoughtseize. Yeah, fine, I'll let that go. Okay. A Trophy Mage gives me a chance at another extraplanar lens. Yes. Take one that's already tapped. I clicked it. There we go. Sorry, this game feels like it's playing slow. Yes, I want to use its ability. Sack this to get more land. I like being able to hit 6 and just move from turn to turn. I am a little more reluctant to do that when I've got a negate in hand and can actually do something with it. But no, I can't do. I'm not attacking. Okay. There's a vent. To buy this permanent. I am not going to block. All right. Okay. See if I can take out Gideon. I don't have enough blockers to do anything profitable against the shambling vent. Or Gideon for that matter. Got plenty of land now, so I'm hoping I can pull something big off the top of the deck. attention sphere. What's he getting? Oh, that could be dangerous with the extraplanar lenses out. I will counter this. That was more. Yeah, that's fine. Come on, Platinum Angel, off the top.